Hello, 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 hello. And welcome once again to a Prog Reborn. Let me double check that I'm doing my other recording. Yep. Welcome to a Prog Reborn. My name is Coastler. This is my progression style playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't know what that means, you can always click on the introductory video linked in the video description below, or you can type in !intro if you happen to be in live chat. If you'd like to know when I go live, you can always subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to get those go live notifications, or you can join the community Discord, !Discord in the chat. Gets you all that link, and again, it's also in the video description below. One final thing, this is not a reaction playthrough. This is not my first time playing through the game. I am up to date with patch 6.55, which is the latest patch as of this recording. So if you are worried at all about any sort of spoilers for anything between where I am, which is still in 2.0, or all the way through 6.55, or even Dawn Trail information that maybe I decide to bring up, I may or may not give any warning ahead of time that I'm doing it. So if you're worried at all about those spoilers, this is your opportunity to get out of here now. So, continuing on with what we're going to be doing for quite a bit, we did decide, since we're hitting our 2-hour mark on stream, we did decide to not do the Alchemist quest yet. So we still need to go and pick that up. But it's going to be like we've been doing, these supply missions and these provisioning missions. Get those done first, then do as many of the quests that we have available to clear those out. So what do we have? We have an iron guisarm. Need some iron ingots. Let's just go ahead and start making this stuff. And let me switch this over here. Okay, so I need to switch over to my blacksmith. I need an iron ingot. How many iron ingots do we need? For this one, we need just the one. Blacksmith does not yet have standard touch. I think we're gonna have to cut it off there. Maybe we can do one more. Cool. Just got there. Blacksmith. What else do we need? We need elm lumber. So we're gonna have to do carpenter. That elm lumber. I have yew lumber. Yeah, I've got logs. Here I do have standard touch. So don't forget about that. Ooh, I need to start using things like great strides. Typically when I'm doing this on my main, I'm clicking on this stuff because it really doesn't matter to use key bindings here. And then animal glue, I think we're gonna have to go to provisioner. Let me double check. Is there anything? It might, maybe it's something that we do. Yeah, it might be something we have to make as an alchemist. So since I don't have that locked yet, go over to Battlecraft, Dyemonger. No, we need the Tradecraft supplier. Battlecraft, Culinarian, Tradecraft supplier. Some animal glue. Animal glue. Cool. So this was as a carpenter. I do have waste knot, so we can turn waste knot on. Innovation is the touch. Okay, we don't have that yet. So, great strides, waste not, basic touch, standard touch, refund some. Be able to just grind through that. Alrighty, what next? Culinary knife. So I need some ash lumber. So I'm already on carpenter. Ash logs, we do not. I would need to go and get some ash logs. Ash logs are walnut, ask, lumber. Ash logs are right outside. Probably could go buy them from the Carpenters Guild, but I'd rather not. We're over here in green tier. Grab like a stack of 20. Longs, we can go Blessed Harvest. Go back to Carpenter. Yourself. Lumber. So we needed agstone, whetstone, agstone, which I get. Fan land, okay. Essential fan land, sorry. Mine some of that. Look at these rocky outcrops over here. Cool. Of these as well. While we're out here, discover the rock salt and find sand. Alright, so what did I need to do? I needed to make this thing, which is in goldsmithing. And you, the actual knife is from regular smithing. I need bronze ingots. Not that far from here. I definitely know I need a lot of tin. So let's get another 20. That should be 20 bronze ores. Maybe I'll just farm some tin and some bronze. I was gonna say, it kind of doesn't make sense that there are these femurs out here. And then you think, okay, well, you know, bones, buried bones and stuff like that, like from excavations and whatnot. But to have every pick swing be a femur would mean that these rocks are mostly bone. rather than, you know, yeah, it's right over here. Rather than for, you know, an excavation, finding bones are difficult. Right? And I especially don't want a free company invite when nobody even says anything to me. What all do we have? 41. All right, we'll have our last bit of mining. I don't know how sturdy an axe that collapses. 'Cause you're just making it. You're just adding more points of failure to it, as opposed to just a solid brick of a point. I guess brick's not the right word. Solid metal. We're doing the culinary knife. I need to make an ingot first. Back on smith. Right. I've made Initiate's skillet, iron plate, and elm lumber. Elm lumber, we can make our elm logs right now. Iron plate, armor craft, iron ingots, armor, good. I needed, what do I need? Initiate skillet needs 1 iron plate, an Iron plate needs 2 iron ingots. Okay. Skillet. There. Cool. Bone necklace. This is for goldsmith. Speaking of femurs, pick those up. Do need copper rings. Copper rings. Oh, I have to switch to goldsmith. Here. Copper rings. What is that weapon? It's kind of cool looking with the fungus growing up the top. We're trying to do this bone necklace. Do it without any master bend. And goat skin cysty, leather worker, beast sinew. We have in Proggies another bronze ingot. Switch back to blacksmith or armor smith, whichever one. All goat leather. Alaman. I don't think I have any alaman. Oh, I do have some alaman. What about all goat skins. Okay, so we are going to need to go to Froggies. Beast Sinew, Aldgoat, Skin, and Alumin. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Anything pop up? Yes. Paris while I'm thinking about it. I need Beast Sinew. Crap. Beast Sinew. Aldgoat Skin. Alumin. Aldgoat Leather. We need to be a leather worker. Cool. Cool. Got everything I need. Stableman's hat. Clothcraft, I need straw. Notia. Do I get carnations? Brent branch, okay. Branch. Actually, let's go to Lenotia first. I can use my return to get there to Brent Branch. I should have checked. I bet you I have some of this. I do. Anyways. Just assumed that I didn't. It's annoying. It's not that big of a deal. Turn to New Gridania. Is this a sight to behold? I don't know if I know that one. Straw. There's bloodgrass. There's straw. Then carnations. Need to be a weaver. What do we need? No, stableman's hat is what we need. Go. Then black alumine. Have any? Get that from Earth's Gift. Ball jumper. I need to look that up. Ball jumper. Rivers. One in. Oh, we have to mooch it from a copperfish. Butterworms. Okay. Burden to drop in East Shroud. Imagine would be by the they're by the sylphs. With ten of these. Come on. I know there's a way to increase your chance. It's like, that one. Got our tin. Need to discover. Said East Shroud. Fisher. butterworms? Was it bloodworms? Copperfish, like butterworms. Grab that. Something's saying that they could go for floating minnows as well, so let's try that. That verdant drop. I think verdant drop is 2021. 20. This little area, okay. Right thing, right? Minnows. We're looking for copperfish. Copperfish. To then mooch. Flaming perch. Not what I need. I'm climbing perch so far. Two exclamation point. Something different here. Black eel. Oh, there's a copperfish. Where's mooch? Can't I mooch it? Have to be large? Large size fish. Okay, it has. So this is a small. So we. to that one. Yep, it's small. Crab. Bad boy back. I think I remember as a kid not understanding the idea of, okay, well, we went to fish. We're gonna fish for, I guess, our meal. So we didn't have, it's not like we were gonna starve if we didn't get it. But we'd go out to fish in this lake, trying to catch not river trout, trying to catch rainbow trout. And sometimes you'd pull up some perch or whatever. And as a kid, I didn't really understand the idea of throwing fish back. Well, fish, I was like, well, fish is fish, right? I didn't really think, I didn't really have like a palate. When you're a kid, you just kind of, you do have a palate, but you don't really think of it that way. You know, as a kid, you're like, well, I only like chicken nuggets. You can't be like, well, why do I like chicken nuggets? I like chicken nuggets because I like the taste of chicken. Or I like the taste of fried food. Or I like bananas because I like something sweet or whatever. But I guess more to it, I didn't really think of fish having different tastes. Because I didn't really think of fish as being, here we go, now we can mooch. I didn't really think of fish having different tastes. I thought of a fish is a fish is a fish is a fish. Better catch it on this one. There we go. Sick. Alright, so is that everything? No, we need parsnip salad. Jeez. Okay. Parsnip. Do I have any parsnip? Okay, let's look. Do not have any parsnip. I should have some Lenotion lettuce. I should have some salade spinach. I think I have some buffalo beans. I think if I don't have any mineral water, I think I can buy mineral water. So the only thing that I need is this, which is right over here. I guess if we're out, are we going? Some mineral water. Or I guess we have to buy it. I thought you'd mine mineral water. Switch over to culinarian. Craft supplier, tailor, tool supplier, apothecary, trade craft supplier, mineral water. I only need one. Okay. And then olive oil. Need olives. Need the buffalo beans. You need the Salady spinach. We need that. Not favorites. This thingy. Have. All right, yeah. So I just need to make the olive oil. Need 6 of these? No, I need 4 of them. Okay, to make one. Parsnip salad. One. Alrighty. That only took an hour. Alrighty. Good, doing good. Okie dokie. We are leveled up quite extensively. Go ahead and sure everybody's in tip-top shape. I haven't picked up. Cool. So, speaking of, let's go ahead and pick up that alchemist. One of the harder parts of doing these is remembering all the different voices that I'm giving all these different people. Thancred. Again, it's just Thancred hair with a weird face. Ah, adventurer. One of my favorite kinds of people. I find your unquenchable thirst for exploration neatly complements the burning hunger for sagacity that marks our dedicated members. Welcome to the Alchemist's Guild. Though I hesitate to define alchemy in such narrow terms, our main field of expertise is the concoction of various potions and elixirs. There are salves to treat all manner of afflictions, not to mention miraculous libations that enhance the imbiber beyond his natural physical limits. As an adventurer, I'm sure you can appreciate the eminently practical applications of our work. What say you, sir? Care to take up mortar and pestle and join our ranks? Wonderful. Now then, let me give you a brief history of the guild before we tackle the official paperwork. Though alchemists are presently known as the quintessential brewers of potions, the profession itself arose from the desire to achieve an as of yet unrealized ambition. Originally, the original driving purpose behind our art was, and perhaps still is, the discovery of a process that can transform base metals into gold or silver, and the mystical medium thought necessary to effect such transformation is the Philosopher's Stone, which is itself believed to have Panacean properties and be capable of bestowing eternal life. Though success yet eludes us, years of endless experimentation towards this golden goal had the initially unintentional consequence of unearthing a wealth of knowledge in the field of alchemical medicine. Regretfully, alchemy's potential to enrich the lives of the masses was first met with a wave of distrust, as if our ability to create helpful compounds was akin to dabbling in back-alley witchcraft. The profession eventually gained credibility in Ul'dah through its integration into traditional medicine by Frondale Frontistery, an institution known for producing respected physicians. Once the city's shift in perception became known, budding alchemists wishing to study without fear of persecution journeyed to Ul'dah from every corner of the realm. It was not long before this gathering of inquisitive minds banded together to form the Alchemists Guild. Thus, while our organization is intensely focused on perfecting and sharing the fruits of our research, It is also of paramount importance that we uphold the reputation of alchemy itself as a legitimate discipline. If you would revel in the secrets of our art, then you must be prepared to shoulder the responsibility I have described. Take a moment to dwell on these words before you truly enter the world of alchemy. Have you arrived at a decision? Are you ready to exult in the arts of alchemy and commit to the responsibilities that your enrollment entails? Trick wishes to yeah. Excellent. Then allow me to direct you to our guild master. Getting his approval is the last test you must pass before becoming a full member of the guild. You will find Guildmaster Severin tending to his experiments at his personal workbench. I must warn you, he's a rather intense individual. Pray choose your words with care. Everybody says their Guildmaster's intense. I'm gonna do like an Urianger style long drawl. This fella. What? What is it this time? You must be the merchant lackey come to bring me my imp wings. Let's have them then. Not a lackey, an aspiring alchemist, did you say? Speak up and pray that I heard you awry. Did that babbling fool Dietrich send you to me? I specifically requested that I be disturbed for nothing less than the coming of a second calamity. I appear to be as a kindly mentor to you. My research demands my absolute and undivided attention. Now begone before I am forced to... Wait. Perhaps I can... Yes, you may be the very assistant I require. I have had a change of heart. Congratulations, I approve your application to the guild. It is with great pleasure that I welcome a fellow seeker of knowledge into the fold. We dispense with the interminable initiation ceremony, yes. Here's your first alembic. Try not to drop it, for there is much work to be done. Yes, much work. Master Severin wants you to use the weathered alembic to perform your first alchemic miracle. I see you've managed to take hold of the alembic without injuring yourself. An auspicious beginning. Let us see if we can continue this trend of unexpected success. For your first lesson, I want you to use your weathered alembic there and make me a bottle of distilled water. Distilled water is simply the end result of purifying a murkier sample of life's most vital element. As such, it provides the perfect introduction to one of alchemy's most fundamental processes, taking a material and refining it into a pure form. To perform this rudimentary exercise, you require a pail of muddy water and a water shard. The impure water can be purchased from the supplier standing near the entrance to the guild. The name momentarily escapes me. Esminet? That was it. If it happens that you find this basic task beyond your abilities, then maybe alchemy is not the discipline for you. Quite upsetting, as I detest the thought of having to select a new assistant. Try not to disappoint me. Do I already have muddy water? I do, but I have to run all the way over there. Buy some. And there's where I can get the animal glue. Muddy water. I thought Muddy Water wrote that song. What do you need to do? You need to make a maple wand. Growth formula alpha and a maple branch. Formula alpha. Quicksilver. I can make a quicksilver. Cinnabar. 2 cinnabar. I have rock salt. I just need a shriek shroom. There. I needed a maple wand. Wand requires growth formula alpha. Gotcha. Damn. That's what I get for not switching over my gear. Alright, what do we have to do again? We have to make quicksilver. 2 cinnabar. The cinnabar quality this time. Branch. Do I already have maple branch? Obviously have in my container. But again, we're not going back. Much effort. Your task is to provide me with 1 bottle of distilled water. Come, come, we are wasting time. Purchase a pail of muddy water from Miss Minute. You must. The distilling process has removed all impurities from this water. Train running by. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Magnificent. Your transformation into an alchemist has begun. Do you understand the liquid treasure you have made? Yes, it is still simply water, but now possessed of an almost limitless potential. In a properly distilled state, water provides the base ingredients for all manner of wondrous concoctions. On the other hand, a potion created with impure water is not only unlikely to have the desired effect, it may very well poison the imbiber. Look well upon the substance you have refined. See how crystal clear it has become. Not only not the most flavorful of libations, but still refreshing to pour over one's head on a stifling summer afternoon. Tell me, how did it feel? How do you feel in the instant of its purification?
The defined result must have sent thrills of excited satisfaction down your spine. Yes, I know well that sensation. To glean a pristine drop from filthy swill. It is a miracle born of mortal artifice. Nothing can compare to that rush of triumph in the moment when physical laws bend to one's will. Nothing. The greater your mastery of alchemy, the more ecstatic that feeling becomes. Go fill your chambers with bottles of distilled water and revel in each success. I return now to my experiments. When next you disturb me, I shall expect your skills be worthy of a guildmaster's chosen assistant. Boom, brum, boom. It appears that Guildmaster Severain has all but forgotten your existence. What? What is it now? Gil for the poor? Another cursed love filther? Ah, you're that wretch that insists on dusting my bench, aren't you? No, then who? Oh, my new assistant. No, do not bother me with more names. My mind shall not be cluttered with trivial details unrelated to alchemical processes. I trust you have busied yourself with the mastery of your discipline. I have scant moments to spare on lessons, but I suppose I must invest a modicum of time in your training if you are to be of any use to me. Let us move on to the second fundamental principle of alchemy. Your understanding of this principle will be best facilitated by creating 3 bottles of antidote. For this task, you must needs acquire the stipulated number of grass vipers, as well as a chunk of rock salt. I believe the guild often has the poisonous snakes in stock, so you need only purchase them from that supplier lass. Ah, yes, this minute. As for the rock salt, I believe she can supply that too, for a reasonable price. I rather suggest seeing her for all your simple ingredient needs, unless you fancy the idea of scrabbling in the sand to find them yourself. In any case, I'm not terribly concerned with how you procure the materials. What is more important is that you experience its fundamental principle firsthand as you concoct 3 bottles of antidote. Return to me with the bliss of new knowledge stamped upon your features. Have you completed the 3 bottles of antidote I asked for? Gods help you if you've interrupted me for anything less. I guess I just had some lying around. I think there was a quest line early on about it. Excellent result, my precarious protege. I see you have attained the optimum viscosity without clouding the crimson hue. It will be most interesting to see how well these mixtures perform on live test subjects. Well, of course they'll be poisoned. How else would I gauge the efficacy of our work? Never mind that. What have you learned of the second alchemical principle? Produced a helpful compound by combining otherwise mundane or lethally harmful substances. Has this not expanded your awareness of what is attainable with this profession? Just as it is possible for medicine to act as a poison in sufficient amounts, so it is possible for poison to be utilized as a cure. Successful creation of these antidotes is evidence of this very fact. Those without a knowledge of alchemy would spare not a second glance for the venomous grass viper. But mix its venom with the appropriate amount of rock salt, and people will flock to your door to purchase your miraculous remedy. Study, experiment, and reveal
worth, reveal worth in the most unexpected of places. Desire for sustenance and rest will become as minor annoyances once you have learned the joy of such discoveries. It is time you added this amateur's mortar to your repertoire of alchemical devices. The mortar is often referred to as a secondary tool, but used in conjunction with a primary tool such as the alembic. You will soon come to appreciate its value in your work. I foresee much practical use for your growing skills, my eager apprentice. Now run along and find a use for your new toy. I have further research to conduct. Brom. Alrighty. We're in this area, so what are the other guilds? Goldsmith? Get some quests for the Goldsmith Guild that we can do. Serendipity believes you're ready for a new kind of challenge. I'm so sorry, sir. Please don't... Oh, it's only you, Em. For a moment there, I thought my heart was about to fail me. I thought the angry miner had returned. Gigi wasn't pleased with the ore the miner brought in, you see. And he made this sentiment clear. In the only way he knows how. There was mention of the miner's mother and an owl goat. Never mind all that. I have an urgent task for you. We've just received an order for a prodigious amount of copper rings, and I'd like you to handle it. Now, this is an honest-to-God's commission, Em. You'll have to satisfy a paying customer, not your kind and lovely guildmaster. But I believe that you can do more than simply satisfy. Now the customer's waiting, so you'd best get started on those copper rings. When they're ready, come and show them to me, just for good measure. This is just one of those. We need to make 12 of these. We already are as the goldsmith. Back over here to copper rings, which means I need copper ingots. 1 ingot per, so I need 12 copper ingots. Closer to level 14. So, are the rings ready yet? And loops of copper wire.
GGG. Copper rings. I've seen worse. Oh, Gigi, must you always be so... Wait a minute. Did you just say you've seen worse? That's as good as a compliment coming from him. I mean, when you consider what a scathing critic he usually is, perhaps the fact that he's not saying anything more insulting is a sign that he likes it. After all, he just called your previous work utter garbage and an affront to the gods themselves. I have expected him to call these rings abysmal failures. Oh, I probably should take this opportunity to teach you a thing or two about what you made. Copper rings are... rings made out of copper. They can be used to make chains, and they're... chainmail. So you probably already knew all that. Anyway, I would like you to deliver these rings to the client personally. I would handle it myself, but I believe it's a very important job that you learn how to deal with customers firsthand. The client is a Sultan Sword named Robert, who should be waiting outside the guild right about now. I told him he could wait inside, but he said he didn't want to distract the goldsmiths at their work. Not that I wouldn't mind a distraction like that. You're a goldsmith, aren't you? Did Mistress Serendipity send you? Yes, these shall serve nicely. Keep the Sultana from harm is perilous business. You see, and we Sultan Sworn can never have enough supplies to keep our equipment in serviceable condition. You may inform Serendipity that you can expect full payment soon. That I send her my fondest regards. How did it go, Em? What did he say about me? I mean about your work. Oh, anyway, seeing how well your very first commission went, I have high hopes for those to come. In fact, why don't you speak with Eustace down at the quicksand and see what work is available for a goldsmith? Yes, I believe you're quite ready to handle commissions independent from my supervision. Take yourself to the Adventurers Guild and try taking on a task or two. Serendipity appears to be in great distress. Oh, you would not believe what just happened to him. Gigi touched my bottom. I was assisting one of my goldsmiths when he reached out and grabbed it without warning. And then he had the gall to say my bottom lacks sufficient shape and tone. I feel so violated and insulted. I'm glad Robert wasn't here to... That reminds me, Robert was back again with another commission. This time he wants a pair of fang earrings and a brass gorget made. And not just by any goldsmith, mind you. He specifically requested the artisan who crafted the copper rings. That's you, Em. He must really be impressed by your work. When the accessories are ready, pray present them for my inspection. I want to ensure that Robert's completely satisfied. Fang earrings. And a brass gorget, sorry. Fang earrings are... Fang earrings here. So I need a brass ingot. Copper ore and zinc ore. How much zinc ore? Which one? One of these. Then hard leather.
bat thing. Backed goldsmith. And a brass gorget. So we need 2 more zinc and then another hard leather. So let's do the hard leather first. We need brass gorget. Okay. How are the earrings and the gorget coming along? I don't want to keep Robert waiting. Impressive work, Em. You clearly have an affinity for brass. The fine touches on these earrings in particular are... Things, brass. This presents a dilemma. I should not like these items, but they feel fresh. Your numerous mistakes, when taken together, give them an endearing quality. I am reminded of serendipity. Her meager bosom and untoned buttocks are... GG. I'll have you know that my bosom is quite ample and my bottom is as firm as it can be. I simply don't wear clothing that... Wait, this has nothing to do with anything, and I refuse to be party to debate over my own body parts. We were talking about the earrings and gorget you made him. Both called for brass, which is more useful than you may realize. While it isn't the fanciest metal around, it can be made to resemble gold in appearance if shaped and polished well. And despite Gigi's comments, I believe you've done an excellent job. Robert will doubtlessly agree. Since I requested that you make these items, I suppose you should be the one to deliver them. You'll find them outside as before. Good to see you again, Em. I take it the earrings and gorget are ready. By the gods, the craftsmanship is exquisite. This isn't gear to be worn, but art to be admired. It is a little wonder that Serendipity was named Guildmaster at such a young age. She's a woman of incomparable talent, and a rare beauty besides. What? It was you who crafted these? Now, this is an unexpected development. I'll have to keep my eye on both you and your lovely Guildmaster. I think, Sam. You thought it was my handiwork? I don't know what to say. For customers to take your work for mine speaks to your growth as a goldsmith. At the rate you're improving, I can only imagine what customers will be saying about you years from now. Cool. What's the other weaver is the other crafter in this area. Did a very effeminate voice for Redolent Rose. Trying to remember what I was doing. Redolent Rose has a special task for you. Good to see you, Em. I happen to have work for you. It is a commission of sorts for one of your regular customers, a gentleman named Wawaruka. To show our appreciation for his continued patronage, I would present him with his choice of bespoke garments. Take him out on Onyx Lane and offer your services. Oh, and remember, Em, you're representing me, so acquit yourself accordingly. I don't think it was close enough to what I did before, but I can't remember perfectly. I am Wawaruka. Who's asking? Ah, hells, Big Rose don't need to go troubling himself on my account. All them gloves and scarves are for the guild, not me. I'm something of a quartermaster around here. The lads go through gear faster than a goblin chewing on a chunk of mithril. But if the big man insists, it'd be rude not to accept. Now then, I reckon I could do with a new cotton scarf and a pair of cotton shepherd slops and all. The ones I got are on the last legs, see? Meaning to get round replacing them. I suspect you'll be wanting to come to the guild for a fit. You'll be wanting me to come to the guild for a fitting, will you? See you there then. Cotton scarf and cotton weathered slops. So we already are the weaver. So cotton scarf. Cotton scarf. So I need cotton yarn. One cotton yarn. At least one cotton yarn. And then two of this. So 5 total cotton yarn. Need cotton bowls for the cotton yarn. Don't have a ton, so probably gonna have to go buy it. What does this make to? I need 5 total cotton yarn. This is 2 each. So I need 6 cotton bowls. This. There we go. Then I need shepherd slops. Means I need 4 more cotton cloth. Hempen cloth. So we'll buy the 4 more cotton bowls. 2 of those. Then darn in one of these. Waruka. Don't trouble yourself too much, eh? As long as the scarf don't chafe and the slops don't sag, I'll be more than happy. A cotton scarf and a pair of cotton shepherd slops. That's all. Let's not keep the customer waiting. Alright then, Em. Your garments are ready, good sir. Allow me to help you into them. Oh, these are nice. Bloody nice. I've never had such fine garments before. You're a weaver and a half, you are, Em. Big Rose always knows how to train them. You are too kind, sir. Pardon me for saying so, sir, but I must confess that I had a rather finer raiments in mind when I extended you this invitation. Should you desire such, I would be honored to make them for you myself. Thanks, Big Rose, but no thanks. I can't see myself in frilly watsits. Mine's where I belong, not some fancy ball. You need a lady on your arm to go through them things. You need a lady on your arm to go to them things. That'll be the day, eh? Any road, I best get on. But knowing how fast the lads go through these gloves, I dare say I'll be back before too long. Thanks again for the deads. You can lead a chocobo to water. Good work, Em. Carry on. I don't know if he's hitting on the Lalafell or if he was trying to imply that fancier garbs would help him get the woman that he's looking for. I don't know. Okay. Minor. That's probably going to be the end of our little escapade here for today. A very like sultry voice for Adalberta here. Adalberta has a mind to assign you a challenging commission. I am just the person I was about to send for you. There's an order I want your help with, see? It comes from the Gladiators Guild. You're the vice foreman himself. You recall the time I had you procure obsidian? This time I need you to find wyvern obsidian, which is a good deal rarer. How rare, you ask? Let's just say I've handled the stuff no more than a dozen times in my life. So yes, it'll be a bugger to find. But don't worry, you won't be working alone. Just so happens that one of your guildmates has volunteered for the task. Considering how difficult it's like to be, I've decided to have the two of you work together. Your partner is Wide Gully, waiting for you on the far side of the stage. Go over and introduce yourself, and he'll tell you everything you need to know. Run along now. Oh, good luck. You must be the Guildmaster's pet.
I've heard much and more about you. Tell me you got talent. Trouble is, you're an adventurer. Anyone with an ounce of sense knows adventurers can't be trusted. Alberta's sorely mistaken him if she thinks you're any different. Likewise, she's sorely mistaken him if she thinks I'm gonna help you find 15 chunks of wyvern obsidian. I'd sooner fall on my own pickaxe than see you take credit for my hard work. That said, I'm not about to risk getting kicked out of the guild for disobeying a direct order. Luckily, there are other ways to handle this. What do you say to a contest? It's nigh on as good as cooperating, and so long as the client gets what he wants, Alberta won't have cause to complain, will she? So here's the deal. We mine wyvern obsidian separately, and whoever brings back the better haul, let's say the purer haul, is the winner. Simple that. Now, we both know I've been doing this a lot longer than you. I won't have it said that I trounced a novice. So I'll make this more interesting. I'll give you as long as you want. For all the good it'll do you. Oh, and you can even go and talk to the client if you like. His name's Roger. You can find him outside the Gladiators Guild. Might be is he can tell you something useful. I'm Roger. What can I do for you? Got yourself into a contest with Wide Gully, you see? I don't envy you, mate. I don't know much about mining myself, but I do know that Wide Gully is good at this job. You can't be Deep Canyon's son without knowing a thing or two about being a miner. Anyway, I've got an idea I got no idea whose idea this contest of yours was. But if it means I get goods of better quality, you won't hear any complaints from me. Now, you wanted to ask me about wyvern obsidian, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you what little I know, but remember, I'm a gladiator, not a miner. Saying that, I haven't graced the blood sands for a while. A nasty blow to the knee, you see? Rest assured, the fellow that dealt it got far worse. Anyway, I'm all mended and ready to make my return. I want to be glorious, something that'll be sung by the bards. I thought a shiny new sword was in order, something like a plumbed oak, a quill, whatever, to draw a crowd. Why? Because it doesn't have a single piece of metal in it. Don't as a rule. I'm not a speck of metal. If you were to write, the shards of wyvern obsidian embedded in the blade will cut armor like a hot knife through butter. But I'm rambling. You wanted to know where to find this stuff? Not what I plan to do with it. I vaguely recall a conversation I had with a miner a while back. About, oh, did I mention that that's what you call more than one? Well, it is. Where was I? Ah, yes, you were chatting about... And the fellow said that he previously dug up wyvern obsidian around Fall's Respite in eastern Vanland. That's all I know. Hope it helps. So we have a little bit of it already. Do I have any more? Wyvern obsidian. No. There they are. here, which is further up. There we go. Just a little bit more. This is quest 30. Quite a bit back, but we're still stopping here once I'm finished with this. We're already at 2 hours. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're having trouble finding a paltry 15 chunks of wyvern obsidian. A harder variety of obsidian, said they've been formed in the flames of a wyvern's breath. Oh? And just to scrape together the required amount, did you? Well, then let's see your sorry specimens, just for the sake of format. Bugger me. Black as night. This is some of the purest stuff I've ever seen. How in the seven hells did you find these? You're a mere adventurer. Loath to admit it, but your obsidian is superior to mine. Well, might be as you've bested me on quality, but there's more to being a miner than that. You need to be able to give the client what he wants when he wants it. In other words, you need speed. Without it, quality counts for naught. I was by far the faster man, so we'll call it a draw. Mark my words, I'll best you next time on both speed and quality. I'll see to it that Obsidian gets to Roger. In the meantime, why don't you go and tell the Guildmaster all about it? I care not what you say. Yeah, moving the goalposts there. Wide gully. How'd you find working with Wide Gully? What? He challenged you to a contest. If the task weren't difficult enough. I'm terribly sorry, Em. It was hardly fair of him. He's a born miner. What's that? You beat him? Truly. But he's one of the guild's very best. Well done, my lad. He claimed he was faster, did he? Well, speed is important. The Wide Gully set the rules, and by those rules you won, fair and square. You've come a long way, Em. A long way. You make me proud to be your mentor. At the same time, though, I must admit that the miner in me can't help feeling some envy. But it's that which keeps a veteran like me on my toes. Fire in my belly. I wouldn't have it any other way. Doing what you're doing, Em, and I'll do my damnedest to keep up. The toad skins. Cool. We're at 2 hours. Don't really want to go too much further than that. So yeah, we're definitely making our way. Still got probably a week more of doing this to go through. And we got guild hests, and we've got creating a free company left to do.
And I think that was it. Finally be done with 2.0. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the way out, I'd be greatly appreciative. And if you'd like to know the next time that I do go live, you can always subscribe to the channel to get those go live notifications, or join the community Discord, !Discord in the live chat, or check out the link in the video description below. And yeah, continued our long journey through the Disciple of Hand and Land stuff here. This is probably still how I would do it. Just trying to think back. Just wrap this all up in a single chunk rather than try to spread it out amongst everything else, because I try to give myself only like 2 hours per stream. I've seen a lot of other streamers where it's like, oh, let me do my dailies first before I you know, do what people are looking for in the stream, you know, an MSQ or whatever. And it's a way to stretch it out if you're trying to be like a reaction style streamer. I'll do my dailies first, and then I, you know, only have an hour of MSQ, so I'm not grinding through it. I'm making sure people are coming back. But you're really only there for that, then it can be kind of annoying. So I think the people who would want to watch this style of a playthrough, or who would still want to re-experience the MSQ, well, they have their MSQ streams and they have their class quest streams and all that kind of stuff that they can look at, and then they don't have to bother watching any of this stuff. I need to do it because I told myself I was going to do it. But yeah, it's all in its own place. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time I see you.